What's going on, everyone? What is going on? Yay! It's well, good. It's oh my goodness. It's 2019. Gosh, it's 2019. Man, it feels so good to be back on. Yeah, man, it was. I have so much to talk about. Woo! And Caretoon send some bits. Let's get Dasper dancing while I'm chatting it up here. Yeah, but it was so much happened right up to the new year. I got to just kind of like run it all down through my head. Yeah, I was working. I got a new job, which I'm all super excited about. I start next week and on Monday, so I'm super excited about that. So I'll talk about that later. And there's a story leading up to that. And I'll tell everyone about it. But boy, yeah, just so much that happened. Caretoons and I, um, we have our official production company now. We're officially a business. We're super excited about that, and we've got big plans going forward on what we're gonna do. Yeah, oh my goodness, it's there's so much that happened just coming up to the new year, and then right we had Christmas, and then we jetted off. We drove off up to Vegas to spend a week with family out there, and it already feels like it happened like months ago. It really was only like a week ago. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so much exciting things that happened. Caretoons and I we submitted a storyboard for a short pitch for Comedy Central, and we pitched them. We came up with a whole new a whole new storyboard, a whole new short for our Space Chicks characters. Totally different from the one I was even working on in the stream. Um, Hey, what's going on, 3D Dylan? What's going on, man? Yeah, I've gone corporate. I hope not. But oh my gosh, yeah, so much to talk about. So much to talk about. So the first thing, I'm gonna work on. I never got back to this, and this was the drawing of my audience, and I can't remember who was who in all of this. Um, I can't remember who was who in all this, but this is just a hilarious drawing. And so I'm gonna kind of just start working on different pieces of this because I can't remember who was in the audience when I drew this. And like I said, this was all back in 2018 that I drew this. And I remember Caretoons is the jelly is the gummy bear, and there were some other ones like Chaos Tune. I think is the tuna fish because he's causing chaos as a giant tuna fish. I don't know. I went completely off the record. I went completely off the wall on this one, but it's such a funny drawing. I want to finish it. So I'm gonna work on this while I talk and kind of just give you guys, a rundown of what happened. Because if anyone remembers my previous streams, from like when I from previous streams from last year from 2018, I was talking about a job that I was gonna have. That I was really excited about, and but I was still like because I haven't gotten a definite job offer. It was just all like, hey, we like you, we really want you to come on. I mean, everything that I everything on the surface of this job looked like I was gonna have it, and there was no it was almost like there was no reason. I think actually I want to start with this surfer guy. This surfer guy is cracking me up, so I'm gonna start with him, um just to get him in there. Let's hide everything else. Excuse me. Anyway, there so I got let go from Warner Brothers in about October, and I had worked a full year there. Super happy with that. It was a great year. I worked, like I said, I worked with an amazing team on this show, which is what made it even sadder to hear that the show got canceled before it even could make it out there. But anyways, that's a whole nother discussion. In October, I had a friend contacted me who was working at Warner Brothers, and he said, "Oh, I know of a show that is looking for people. I sent your name out there, sent them your info, and they got back to me, and they sent me a test, and I was doing that test, and at the same time I was doing that test, I went and did an interview with another show, Warner Brothers. Now I'm not going to give any details because I don't want to give details. I don't want to throw anyone's name. I don't want to throw names under the bus or anything like that. And I don't want to misconstrue that I'm angry with these people, because I'm not. But I'm not. I just want to throw any names out there. But yeah, this other studio brought me in for an interview, and I was super excited. This sounded like a super fun opportunity. And I almost felt like bad. Like, I felt like, oh, this sounds so perfect. I feels like I got this job on test for company A. I don't even know if I want to do it anymore, because the other one sounded like a sure thing. But smartly, wisely, I still did the test, and I did it as best as I can, and turned it in. And that was that. Turned it in for that test. And then for the rest of the year, almost, like October finished up, November came, and right before or just after Thanksgiving, I got word from Company B that, oh, hey, we really like you. We're definitely thinking about bringing you on. We just need some more time, because I've been following up with emails like, hey, just wanted to follow up, which is a good pro tip if when you're working in any industry, particularly this one. Follow up with emails. Give it a week. If you're corresponding with a client, if you're job hunting and following up with a studio, don't feel bad about, hey, it's been a week. Send them an email. Hey, just checking in. Want to find out if there's any word, any info. Stuff happens. Sometimes people get busy. It's really easy for that to happen. So just, stay positive and stay friendly. And that's what I was doing. I'd been following up with Company B this whole time. I had followed up with Company A too, and they just said, oh, we're still looking. We're delayed a little bit because of the holidays. Typical stuff that happens. It was the holiday season, and that causes a lot of delay, because a lot of times there's a lot of people who need to make decisions that are thinking about holidays or making other plans. So those delays are normal, and I was kind of expecting that from both companies. And what happened was, Company B got back to me, and they sent me an email. I can't remember what the wording in the email was, but it made it seem like, this is, you've got it, but it's just a formality now. We're just waiting to get paperwork into you, or get you an actual offer. So I was super excited. Like, I mean, we went out, we celebrated. It seemed like a sure thing, but also in the back of my head, because I didn't have that official offer. I didn't have a phone call or an email. I didn't have someone saying, here's how much we're going to pay you. Here's your start date. I didn't have that. And so I was still in the back of my mind like, well, I think I'm going to start here. I think I'm going to work now, but I don't know. So and past experiences have told me, if I don't have that, I don't actually have a job. And so I kept plugging along. I even got a test from Mike Milo, friend of the show. Mike Milo, if for people who are watching that don't know, he's an amazing animator. He used to be streaming here on Twitch for Adobe, and he is currently working on a Scooby-Doo production, and that was the show he got me a test for. And it was, and this was right around. It wasn't an official test. It was an unofficial test that he wanted me, because he told me like, hey, if you're still looking for work, I can give you an unofficial test. It's not a guarantee of anything, but if you do this test, I can show it to my producer, and maybe get you brought on if you depending on how your test does. So I was like, hey, you know what? Everything's up in the air right now. I have no idea. I would love to take that test. And I told him, like, this show might be bringing me on. This is going on, so just wanted to let him know. And he was like, that's fine, And I said I was still happy to do the test. Well, what happened was, as I was doing that unofficial test, I got a I get an email from company B, saying, "Hey, we want you to take a test, as just a formality." And so that immediately, like, poof, red flags kind of went off in my head, like, wait, what's going on here? Um, I guess I wasn't too surprised because I hadn't done a test for this show, and it was a little surprising. But I'd had other experiences where I'd been brought on to productions without needing a test. Uh, it was only one other one, but I thought maybe this was a similar situation, so I didn't think too much of it, and so I kept going. So I just I know I was I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. It definitely fired me up because I was like, I feel like I've been told I have this job, but now I'm being told, well, here's a hoop to jump through. Here's a thing to do. And I basically, I got excited. I was like, okay, I need to do this test as quickly as possible because I don't know. The fear was in my head was that them sending me a test says that they're still undecided. And so I got this test. It was a very short test. I'd done a similar test before, and this was like half of that. So I quickly did the test because I wanted it to be done. I wanted to be going into Christmas knowing I had a job. so I I dropped the Scooby-Doo test. I just said I'm just dropping it. This is not worth it. It's an unofficial test. I still want to do it. I still want to finish it because it's a lot of good practice, and I definitely want to get it done. And I told this whole thing to Mike Milo, and he was totally cool with it. They already found someone for a position on that show, so it worked out. It worked out. It worked out fine. It worked out pretty good, in that regard. And so I did this half test, and what happened was I got it done in like a day. Like I worked like my butt off just to get this done. Caratoons will know. She was there. It was like, ooh, you know, um, it was, yeah, I busted my butt to get this thing done. And I worked all day. I couldn't even. Caratoons is absolutely right. I just couldn't even. Hey, what's going on? Thought I was Prime. Welcome back. Good to see you, man. I'm telling a story. I'm telling an interesting story about recently getting a new job and this whole rigmarole. If you want to see this, I'm not going to recap what I've told so far, but please rewatch the beginning of this if you're just joining me now, and hopefully you can catch up. But basically, to kind of recap a little bit, yeah, I was dealing with two companies had told me they're interested in bringing me on, and company A had kind of like drifted off into the back burner. Like I'd almost completely forgotten about them. And company B had, I'd followed up with them. I was really excited. It was a production I really wanted to get on, and I'd followed up with them constantly, numerously, and they had sent me a short test to do, and I just gotten done saying I did this test in like record time. Like I was like, I'm going to plow through this test in a day, and I got it done. I was really happy with it. Sent it off to them, and I think by about this time it is Thursday, just before the Friday where everyone like goes home, and the next week is Christmas. And so Thursday I got it done. I sent it off like, here's the test. Let me know. Friday comes along, and about noon, no, a little bit after in the afternoon, and I'm still waiting to hear back from company B. lo and behold, I get an email from Company A, the one that I had done a test for way back in October. Company A, which I'll say it's Bento Box. And I can't tell you about the show because it's a brand new show, but they emailed me, or actually they called me up and they said, hey, sorry again for the delay. Holidays that just have us swamped down. They really liked the work. They really liked the test you sent in, and they want to make you an offer. And I was like, oh wow. I was surprised. I was surprised because I had completely forgotten about them. So they called me up and they made me a very good offer. They made me a very good offer. I'm not going to share details because this is a public. I don't know who's going to see this or when they're going to see it, but they made me a good offer, and I said, okay, thank you. Let me some time to think about it, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Now it was Friday afternoon, and the producer that called me, he said, feel free to email me. I'll be checking my email. I had about 24 hours to let him know yes or no. So, I got so after that, I quickly was trying to get a hold of Company B. And Company B, I tried to get hold of them. I even tried calling. I emailed just like, hey, I got another offer. I want to be fair and let you guys, because you guys have been telling me you want me on here. Is there a position for me? I need to know now. And they came back to me and they said, oh, well, we're sorry. They were very nice. And it was a very cordial thing. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm angry with them, because I'm not. I mean, this is just stuff that happens. It's the nature of the industry. But they gave back to me and they said, oh, we don't want to get in the way of you accepting a new job. So please stay in touch with us if anything happens. And, we'll stay in contact. And so, yeah, I mean, after getting that email, I called up the other company, called up Bento Box, and I happily accepted that job offer. And I'm really excited to be working on this new show. And it's completely not at all how I thought I'd be starting 2019. The show that I'm going to be working on, I'm super excited working on it. I don't want to give any more details about it because, like I said, it's a brand new show. It's not even out. It hasn't even been started on. They just have their designers and producers. So I don't want to give any details away on it, but I'm excited. The test I did for it was a lot of fun. It's super funny. It's right up in my wheelhouse. So, but yeah, I was jitters and nerves, like just frayed until up to that point, because I was like, I don't know. I mean, my takeaway from this is that it was smart for me to keep my options open. It's like it basically proved. I hate that it proved my paranoia right. But it just showed me that it was a smart decision to keep my options open and not assume I had that job with Company B, because in the end I didn't have. In the end, I don't know. I might have. Like I said, and they said and like I said in the email I got, they said they want to keep in touch with me. I don't know what was going on. It might have just been the people who needed to make a decision were taking time to make that decision. Maybe they were busy. And that's where, when you're involved in this industry, you can't take stuff like this personally, because it happens. And I'm all excited and jittery and stuff, but you can't take it personally. And it's really hard not to. It's really hard. But that's why having a good mindset is really important, because stuff like this happens where it's either something like a mix up. I mean, holidays were a huge factor. Yeah, it was a huge thing. But I mean, like I in the end, it all worked out, I think, for all parties involved. I'm super excited for the show I'm going to be starting on. Yeah, Caratoons is absolutely correct. She says it's stupid, it's stressful, but it happens. And you just, like I said, you just have to kind of roll with it. And and like I said, you never know what's going to happen. Things can change in a day. I've had days where I've been so down and upset because, and this happened to me right when I right around the time where I got laid off. Right in the beginning of October, not beginning of October, but right, because I got laid off on the 19th, and that in those 4 days before I heard from anything, I was down. I wouldn't say I was depressed. I hadn't really fallen into depression, but I was down. I was moping. I was sitting around the house. I hadn't started streaming again. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know what was happening. I was just kind of like, well, I guess I'll take a week and see what happens. And and all of a sudden, out of the blue, I think right around the middle of that second week since I got laid off, I got a call from Bento Box. They wanted to bring me in, and I did a test. And then this other show from Studio B wanted me to bring me on, and it's like things just happen, and yeah, you never know what's gonna happen, and I think and that's why I was glad I came back. I started streaming again, because it gave me something to do to keep myself energized and positive, and I was able to get a lot of stuff done that I don't think I would have done if I had just kicked back and gotten mopey on the couch or something like that, or started binging Netflix. Not that there's anything wrong with binging Netflix, but that's what's been helpful for me, is giving myself, having that stuff to do, mentality of just, working on fun stuff, keeping it fun and positive. And it really helped me keep myself from, getting depressed, getting down, which is, and like I said, it's easy to happen. It can happen to anybody. It's rough. There's stuff that happens that you have no control over, and it's easy to feel like you have no bearing and control in your life, and that you're always going to be cursed or something. I mean, I've joked before, like I feel like I'm cursed, but it has nothing to do with that at all. It's just how things work, and you just have to keep moving forward, and it's a good way to kind of keep yourself from getting too down, because you can weigh yourself down with that, and then you're not doing anything. You're not doing the things you want to do. You're not doing the things you love, and you're just focused on all the bad things that are going to happen. And you can't go on like that. I don't know. For me, I've done it. I've tried it. I've been there. I've had that wrong mindset. And it doesn't work for me. I'm learning more and more. It doesn't work for me. I can't do that anymore. It's easy to fall into, and I don't mean to say like I'm perfect, because I'm not. But it's easy to fall into that, and it's being mindful of it and cognizant of it. I'm making up words here. Just being knowing about it, and being honest with yourself, and just having a good time, I think goes a long way to that. And that's one of the things where, yeah, like I said, doing this streaming, talking with everyone here, it's a lot of fun. So anyway, that's my job story. Right up to the end. Now that wasn't the only thing that happened. Leading up to the new year, leading up to Christmas. In fact, I feel like all this stuff happened just before Christmas, and then we had Christmas. We did our Christmas here. We had a family Christmas here, Cartoons and I and our kids, and we had Christmas here, and then 2 days after Christmas, we drove out to Vegas, where Cartoon's sister lives, and we spent the New Year's out there, and that was a lot of fun. That was, I think we needed that, because it was a very chill atmosphere. We didn't have our computers with us. There was no way to do any work, and I think it just worked out. It was a very nice, lazy time for us. It worked out great. And it worked out fine. We had a lot of fun. We went hiking. We saw the fireworks from the Strip. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. We went to a pinball museum that was out there. It was a great time. But of course, right before we went out there, and this is right when, so this is about Saturday morning. You know, I had already done through all my drama with getting a job. I was like, all right, I start a job next year. I'm excited about it. Awesome. Can't wait. And then Karen Tunes and I are talking, and there's a open pitch thing for Comedy Central. They're looking for short pitches, pitches for shorts. This is kind of like the Nickelodeon short program that they did, but this was for Comedy Central. They were looking for new animated cartoon shows, and so we're Caratoons is actually in the process of doing a mentorship program, which is super awesome, super exciting, and the mentor that she's working with had mentioned this pitch program, and Caratoons really wanted to pitch something into it, and so we put together. On that weekend, we wrote out a whole board, and I've got it behind me. I don't want to pick it up because it's huge. I don't know if I could bring up. I don't know if I could bring it into the camera because I'd have to like get back here and probably knock everything over. But we put together. We wrote out a short idea, and we put it on sticky notes, and we put all the whole thing out, and then I storyboarded it. I storyboarded it all. We didn't do an animatic. We just storyboard. It was a storyboard. We storyboarded this all out in about 3 days because the deadline was December 31st to turn it in, and we were going to be in Vegas on December 31st. So we had to get it done the 26th before we left, and we had to skip a day for Christmas. So right away, I went from doing a test for Studio B to having a day's break and then doing another storyboard. I was exhausted. Oh my gosh, just exhausted. That's why I was so glad to have a lazy week in in Vegas with in-laws and stuff, because it was, oh my goodness, that was so much work. But I'm so proud of both of us because we got it done. We nailed it. It's really great. I don't want to show it. I'll show it later. Maybe when we find out what's going on. But it worked out. It worked out really good. It worked out really good. Hey, Naruto, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back. Happy New Year. So yeah, I mean, there was a lot that got done last year, right up at the end of the year. Yeah, characters, I don't know if we can show it yet. I mean, I'm sure we could show it, but I mean, I don't want to I don't know. I'd rather just, we'll wait till we find out and hear something, but we will show it eventually. Once we find out what's going on. It might take a while. They said it might take 6 weeks to 6 months to get back to us because these things take time. So in the meantime, I'll keep working on fun stuff here. So actually, since I'm starting a new job, I wanted to talk about what my streaming plans are, because streaming is such a good thing for me. Like I said, it helps keep me motivated. It keeps me busy. It keeps me doing fun stuff. But it's going to be hard for me to keep up a day-to-day schedule, especially when I'm working full-time, and then with all, everything else I want to do with family, other stuff. So my plan is that I want to keep doing a streaming, but I'm going to change my schedule up. Now, for this whole week, before I start my work, I'm going to keep streaming at my usual time at 11 a.m., and, I'll do some fun drawings. I think what I'm going to probably do is spend the rest of this time working on this drawing and, kind of tie this up. But then starting next week, I'm going to start streaming Friday evenings, and I'm going to kind of change up the, I want to add some things to my streaming. I want to definitely do interviews. I want to get together with friends, and I've been talking to my friend Mistape Comics about this, and we need to set up a new date. We were going to try and do a streaming session last year, and then we had just things just didn't work out. We had some sad things happen. Our dog passed away, and then just all the build up to the holidays. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. And like I said, that happens, and it's fine that happened. But I definitely want to do it. It's something that I really want to do because I have a lot of really cool friends. Both Caretoons and I have a lot of really cool people that we've met, that we know, that are either working in the industry or are working as professional artists or drawing comics or all these different things. And it'd be great to get people's stories about how they got to where they got to. What are they working on? How are they approaching things? What keeps them going? I know for me, having talks like that with people that I know are a great source of inspiration and also just validation. And by that I mean not like, oh, I see your work and I feel better. No, it's validation because there's sometimes what happens, and I know for me, like, especially when you have those down times when you're doubting yourself. I know what works for me, or what helps me, is just hearing that, hey, you're not alone. There's other people out there that are going through similar things, and here's how they're doing it. Now, granted, what my solution is, or what other certain solution is, isn't always going to work, but you kind of hear like, oh, that's how you do that. Okay, well, I feel this way, and because sometimes it's easy to get into this mode where you feel like, oh, look at all these successful artists out there. They must have their lives figured out. They must be, sipping on cognac all day, or like they've. It's easy to get those ideas in your head. It's like the grass is always green on the other side. But then when you actually talk to people and you find out that, like, oh, this is my, first year, or, I've never done, this is, I've actually, you find out where they came from, or find out, like, what it is that's actually going on. You kind of take down the social media myth, you get to the person, and it's like, there's interesting stories there, and not everyone comes from the same place, and there's different paths that people get to where they are and how they get there. And I know talking to people, and I love asking people that, and I know finding that out for me is an interesting experience, and so I love to get that as part of being some of the streaming that I put out there, because I think getting information out there is not only helpful for me, but it's helpful for everyone, and I think it's cool stuff to learn and cool stuff to get out there. So that's one of the things I want to do going forward. So it's still gonna be me. I might do a 2-hour stream instead of an hour stream. But of course, all the stuff that I'm gonna be doing streaming wise, I will be putting on my YouTube channel. And I think that's what's gonna really help make this work. Is that if I keep putting everything on my YouTube channel, and Friday evenings work best, I think. Is a way, because it's I think that'll be a good time for me, because it's the end of the week, and I know I could commit 2 hours to just hopping online and talking to everyone, and I think that'll also be a great time for me to get together with friends of mine, and get them on to stream with me, to have those conversations, and that'll be stuff that we can put on that I can put on my YouTube channel, and that'll bring me, that segues me into the other awesome thing that happened, because so many awesome things happened right up to the new year. It's like 2018 went out with just kind of a bit of an awesome bang for us. The other cool thing that I can announce is that Caretoons and I are now officially a company. We've got probably signed some more work or something like that, but we got a letter from the Franchise Tax Board letting us know that our company, Chubby Beagle Productions, is confirmed that we're now a company. And so we have, Caretoons and I have now started our own production company, and part of that is going to be my streaming, and then we're going to be starting our YouTube channel. Yes, 3D Dylan Star. We are, we are technically, yes, we've gone corporate. I guess technically we have gone corporate. Thank you so much, Kip Loves Food. Is that Kip Loves Food? That's Kip Loves Food. Thank you so much for the congrats. Thank you. Yeah, we're super excited. We've been wanting to do this for a while. We finally we found a person to help us kind of put it all together. And so yeah, now we're officially a company, and so you'll be seeing Chubby Beagle Productions more and more showing up. We're gonna we gotta create some logos, get some more official things going on here. But yeah, we're excited. It's something we've been wanting to do for a while, and last year, or I guess 2017, with all the work we did, the production work that we did for USC, and then last year 2018, both of us working in Warner Brothers, it just kind of became like, you know what, we got to do this. This is something that we can make happen. It's something that we can do, and so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's stop hemming and hawing about it. So we're both really excited about that. And yes, Caretoons is absolutely right. If nothing else, it does make it easier on taxes when we do freelance work. Yes, if you're a freelancer, and another pro tip, if you've stayed in this video all the way to the end, if you're doing freelance work, definitely learn about how you need to file your taxes. There are some benefits that you can get if you form an LLC or an S corp. I don't want to give out. I'm not acting like I'm giving out financial advice, because trust me, we had to do a lot here. So consult someone that is a professional on this. But for us, and the amount of work that we've been doing, we should have gotten this done a while ago for just the amount of freelance work. But yeah, we're, like I said, super excited. 2019 is, oh my goodness, like, there's so much that we're excited about. The other thing that we're excited about is we got yesterday we got a new dog. We're super excited. I mean, we sadly, our dog Sally, who many of you might remember as the inspiration behind Winston way back in ancient times. Our dog Sally, she passed away. She was very sick, and it was very sad. We were all sad to see her go. And that was back about second week of December, and it was rough on everyone. It was rough on everybody. And but we've had some time to mourn. We had time to get through it, and the kids really wanted to get a new dog. So yesterday we went out to the LA animal shelter and we picked a new dog, and he's kind of he's an interesting new dog. He is a tiny little beagle mix. We think he's like a mix of Chihuahua, and I'll do a little drawing here of him. He's got like the beagle ears. If I do a little drawing of him, he's kind of, he's a cute dog. He's got a big old fat neck, and he's got a little tiny Chihuahua body, and a little like his tail, it like loops up like this, and he came to us with a little bandana, and his name's Leo. He's adorable. He's tiny. He's so cute. Oh, Caretoon says, interesting note, see if Leo comes to the name Hank. I'm not going to show him to the camera. He is small enough. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can go get him, because he's right now sleeping, and I think he's sleeping in the kids' room. So let me go see if I can bring him on. I'll be right back. Hank? Hank? Come on, Hank. Nope, you're still responding to Leo. All right, I've got him. He was sleeping in the kids' room. Here he is. So this, move my microphone here. This is Leo. Hi, Leo. There he is. Oh, come on. He wants to get down so bad. He's he's our new doggy. And oh yes, we're so proud of him. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yes. Oh. He is. We got him yesterday from the LA Pound. Apparently, he was. Someone lost him, and the owners called the Pound called the number on his collar, and no one responded. So he's ours now, and he's just been the sweetest little thing, and he's great with our kids, and he loves to lick faces. And we're just kind of mean to him. He's a cutie. So yeah, we're happy to have him. Oh yes, okay, yes, 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 yes. Yes, he's a cuddly little guy. He's super adorable, and we are super happy to have him. So definitely we're gonna have new adventures with this guy. And he's been great with our kids. Our kids are super excited because I think they're kind of taking more ownership of this dog than our last dog. Our last dog was Sally was a lot older and a lot chubbier and a lot less energy than this guy has. And I think the kids have been definitely happy to kind of claim him as their dog because he sleeps in their room and they're all excited about it. He seems to be a little more friendly with the kids than with us, but he's still kind. Yeah. For us, it's so funny. We call him. We want to call him Dobby. Okay, I'll let you down. All right, there you go. See you later, Leo. There you go. See you later. With us, he kind of gives us this. We call him Dobby as a joke because he kind of gives us this look. He's even doing it right now. I just let him go. He walked off and then he kind of just like peeked his peeked his head into the door, like checking out. I'll be like, is it okay if I leave? And so our nickname for him is Dobby because he's kind of like, oh, master has given me clothes. So, oh my goodness, yeah, 2019 is already starting out like just to be amazing. So, it's lots of exciting things going on. I'm going to be helping. Caretoons is working on her own pitch. This is something completely separate from our Space Chicks idea. And I'm super excited about that. And maybe I can get her on one of my Friday podcasts, one of my Friday shows, and get her on here and she could share that when she's done because it's a really cool idea. Like I'm as excited about it as I am about Space Chicks, and I can't wait till see how it develops more and see what it turns into because it is a fun idea, and definitely looking forward more to doing that. Let's see here. Twitch Gamer says, my sister recently obtained a dog that she found on the side of the road in Mexico, just a couple weeks old, so small. Yeah, I mean, I think our dog's got to be like Beagle because it's definitely the same face as our last dog, which is also a Beagle mix. But it's I think there's some Chihuahua on the side or something like that. Kip loves food. Dobby is a free elf. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think someone gave Leo clothes, and now he's a free dog. Well, he's our dog, but he's there's so many things about him that I don't know, like because we have no idea who the previous owner was or what the situation, but there's so many mysterious quirks that this dog has. That there's so many quirks that we're discovering about this dog that just kind of makes our mind think like, what did you go through? What was your previous life like? And we'll never know because we didn't get that information, and I never. And yeah, it's just gonna be the source of forever discussions as we try to figure out what this dog is all about, and as this dog figures out what we're all about. So exciting stuff. Let's see here. Caretoon. So Hank didn't work. Someone posted a found dog on a Facebook page that looks like Leo and says his name is Hank. Oh, well, no, he doesn't respond to Hank. He did not respond to Hank at all. I think he only responded because I think I woke him up. He heard me calling, and then I think that's about it. He never came. So yeah, that's what 2019 is going to hold. For the rest of this week, like I said, I'm gonna keep working on this. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm working on this week. That's like art related stuff. It's separate things. I'm involved in a Boy Scout leadership course that I'm gonna be teaching this year. That I've got to get stuff ready for. I was involved in it last year, and I have homework I gotta do. And so I'm going to be busy this week, but I'm going to keep streaming at 11 a.m. and mostly just drawing in here and talking about if there's anything that, like, I say this every time, if there's anything that anyone wants me to talk about or anything that anyone wants me to address, whether it be drawing techniques, storyboarding, animation, you name it, let me know. You can contact me over Instagram. I'm at Bill Drastel. I think it's Bill _Drastel, or just Bill Drastel. I'm the only one on there. Yeah, look me up there. That's the best way to message me. Send me a message on either through that or comment on my YouTube channel. And let me know stuff you want me to talk about, because this week it's kind of an open book. I'm just gonna be working on Das Per is in the way. Oh, get out of here, Das Per. Yeah, let me write that again. I am Bill _Drastel. DRASTAL. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, send me messages that way, or comment on my YouTube channel. And yeah, let me know topics that you want me to talk about. If you want me to talk about drawing, anything, let me know, and that way, and I'd be happy to address that on my stream coming up, especially this week, because I'm going to be just enjoying this week as I'm waiting to start my new job. That's that's what's gonna be going on. Oh, I've got, my handwriting is terrible. Yes, Thotimus Prime is absolutely correct. It is Wood Badge. I am yep, I'm doing I attended Wood Badge in 2017. For those who don't know, Wood Badge is a really cool Boy Scout leadership for adults. It's, if you're interested in being I became my son's Cub Scout den leader after taking this course, and it's also just a really handy dandy course about, teaching you leadership skills that I've found very helpful and useful. I think I can definitely say for me, taking that course, learning about stuff that I can do, it's gotten me involved. I'm involved with my union now more. Characters and I are part of the Animation Guild, and I'm on the storyboarding subcommittee, and we're looking at some very interesting. We have some very cool plans coming up. The subcommittee that I'm in charge of, we're doing some very interesting things to help artists and animators that are in our guild, and get some cool information out there. So pay attention, because I know there's I'll drop some word, and there's lots of plans for social media outreach that's going to be coming from storyboard artists from the guild, and as soon as I get more information on that, I'll definitely be sharing that, because there's some really, it's going to become a very cool resource, I think, that people will enjoy going forward. And like I said, with me wanting to get people that I know on here, the more information that you can get, that you can learn from other people, it's so good. I mean, it's one of the reasons why, even though it was an unofficial test, I still want to do and finish that test that Mike Milo gave me, because it's an opportunity to practice some storyboard sequences that I wouldn't normally do. But I mean, I get to get more. I get to learn some more from Mike Milo, who has a very long story career in animation. He was very much an inspiration for me to keep going, and it's like I said, there's opportunities all around you. You just have to look at it and take on it, and I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. And hey, Pickle Nick is here. What's going on, Pickle Nick? Glad you can make it, man. I can't talk today. Glad you can make it here, Pickle Nick. Good to see you, man. All right, I can't remember who it was. It was like an electrical longboard or something like that. I can't remember who this screen name was, but it's already cracking me up. All right, so let's see here. Let's get this fan in here, and I'm gonna use. So I'm using Sketchbook Pro, which has this handy dandy circle drawing tool. Oh yeah, let's put that to use here. So yeah, like I've been saying, super excited about everything that's coming forward in 2019. There's just there, I mean, with work, with everything going on, that's exciting. I know Caretoons. We're excited about our new company. We've got a lot of fun projects coming on. I can't wait to for us to start working on her pitch. And then also too, she's looking for work as well. Her Yabba Dabba Dinos is coming to an end, but I know that that's going to lead to just more awesome opportunities because, yeah, it's going to land more. It's I know it's going to land her more awesome opportunities because she's an amazing animator, she's an amazing artist, and she's really damn good at what she does. If anyone can tell, I'm totally plugging her. Plug. Hire Caretoons because she's amazing. You can find her work at caretoons.com because her work is amazing. And she always does amazing work. I mean, all the stuff, the big projects that we've done together, totally wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for her. So, yeah, really excited. Pickle Nick says, "Didn't you land a sweet new job?" Pickle Nick, you are late to the party, man. You're going to have to rewatch this episode to hear all the news. Yes, I did land a new job, and there's a whole big story behind it. Pickle Nick says, "If I had an animation company, I would hire her." Yes, you should. But she's already got her own animation company. She's our CEO, and for good reason. All right, so I want to finish up this fan here. It's supposed to be like an electrical fan, so let's get this shape in here. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited. I definitely, I don't want everyone to think that just because this is what happened in 2017. I started working at Warner Brothers, and I stopped streaming, and I definitely don't consider streaming a professional thing that I do. It's definitely a personal thing, but. I mean, just with the rewards that I've had just from the last, just few weeks. I started streaming again back in November, just before Thanksgiving, and just all the stuff that I've managed to do, the positivity, the energy, just all of it that it brings to me. It's too much to give up just because I'm starting a full-time job. So it's definitely something I want to keep doing into this year. And so I will, again, like I said, if you're following me and you want to get more news, follow me on Instagram and follow me and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell button. But yeah, more stuff is going to be coming through this year, and there's so much fun that just goes on with this, and I want to keep doing it because it keeps things positive for me, and it keeps me motivated, and I think that's becoming an important thing for me to do, is keep myself motivated, keep myself excited, and it's been working out really well. So let's see here. Let's get this. I really want to finish up this fan, but I'm getting close to my end of my stream. Oh my goodness. Choices, people. Choices. What am I gonna do? Let's finish up this fan. Here we go. So let's put in this fan blade. Let's put in fan blade here. Fan blade here. That doesn't look like a fan. What is that? But yeah, guys, like I said, let's see here. Twitch Gamer asked, "Your new company on social media?" No, like I said, we just found out like right before New Year's. Basically, technically, we found out last year because the letter came to us while we were out in Vegas. Cartoons, you just missed it. I was promoting you. I was talking you up, and Picklenik, being ever awesome, shared your webpage in the chat room. Remember, that webpage is cartoons.com. If you're looking for awesome animation, that's where you look for. But if you're looking for a company to provide all your amazing animation needs, you want to look to Chubby Beagle Productions, because that's both Cartoons and I, and we're ready to bring some rockin' animation to everybody. All right, guys. Well, hey, that's been about an hour. I'm gonna end my stream right here. Tune in tomorrow again. Let me know if there's anything you guys want me to talk about. If there's anything you want me to mention or go over, whether that be drawing techniques, cartooning, sketching, caricature, animation, anything. This whole week is your week to ask away. Let me know. Either comment on my YouTube page or follow me on Instagram and let me know there, and I will happily shout your name out and let everyone know that this is so-and-so's lesson on blank that I am talking about. So let me know, guys, and enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, and have a good one today. Enjoy, and bye-bye.